Greetings, friends of the universe. I am Sanat Kumara. I am called Ancient of Days by some. I am given the title as being the head of the Kumara family. We come from a planet that is called the planet of love, and we came here long ago to be here on planet Earth to hold the light of love when darkness had fallen over the planet. We promised to stay through all of the dark times and the light of times, and we have kept that promise to all. We are love embodied, and we have grounded love on this planet through all times, even when it did not feel so very loving. And now we are here to say congratulations to all of you who have joined us. Star seeds, indeed from all over the universe, have come to this planet Earth. Whether you are on your ship in the skies, whether you are part of the ground crew as Ashtar calls you, you are the light, bright beaming radiance, ones who have made this all possible. We have not come out to greet the new age which has dawned ever before in the history, hero story of the planet, and that is an appropriate way of saying it. It is not. It is the divine feminine which is finally coming into balance with all of the male energies which have been so dominant upon this planet. It is that which is making possible the reunion with your twin flames, and if you have not yet been in connection or, as beloved Ashtar says, communion with your twin flame, it's time to start. A greeting, a hello, an invitation to reunite with that part of you from which you have been separated all these eons. Some of you may have had some times of togetherness, particularly when you have journeyed elsewhere up and out of three-dimensional Earth. For the most part, you have been separated, and we know that you have had loneliness at times in your many lifetimes here. And we come to assure you in this particular gathering that your time for that loneliness is over. That which is called the golden age of planet Earth has promised so much. The promises are all kept. The promise of reunion with your twin flame is one. We ask that you allow that promise to come into your beings, and we suggest that you issue an invitation. For some it will seem to be answered instantly. This is possible for all. For some, it might take some messaging back and forth, some getting acquainted. Many of you have your twin already in body upon this planet. Many of you have your twin not in the body of a human, but in a spirit body, or a starseed body, and believe me, they will be so delighted to hear from you, and it makes no difference whether they are in house next door to you, or across the planet or millions of miles out in the stars. There is nothing that can keep you apart. When you put your heart into it, when you give thanks and gratitude that your twin is so ready to be reunited with you, when you allow yourselves with the gift knowing, the gift of opening, the gift of receiving, you're receiving the love of all, the love of mother, father, if you choose to see that. You're receiving the love of the divine one you are, and you're receiving the love of your twin from whom you have been parted. So, if you have not yet made that contact, that connection, we are here to invite you to do so from your heart, your wisdom, and your very soul. Spend the time in that space. Welcome your twin flame, and let this be the moment of the beginning of togetherness evermore. And so, when we got together, as we do, to plan, to examine the possibilities, to see what it was that you beloved ones were putting forth as the topics that you wanted to hear about in this family gathering, it was unanimously decided that I, Sanat Kumara, from the planet of love, as you call Venus, would come forth, give this message to you. You may be more familiar with one of my family members. You are in truth familiar with more of my family members than you might know our family, the family of Kumara. But the one in particular is beloved Sananda. He is one of my sons, and some of you know that it was Sananda whose spirit came into the body of the teacher, the beloved, sacred, and holy man that you know as Jesus. We Kumaras have been with you not only as lights upon the planet, but we have been honored to be represented at times with embodied humans. And the one you know as Jesus is the most familiar to you. Sananda has accepted the mission long ago for being in charge, so to speak, or shall we say the director of the ascension of planet Earth, and most particularly the reunion to, spiritually, the uniting of all in spirit, in spiritual practice, in spiritual living. Sananda shall be much in evidence, along with his helpers in allowing, or shall we say, teaching all to allow themselves to break the bonds that the dogmas of the religion have created, and then move beyond as fully ascended masters in spirit united, with no fears and being utterly in joy and bliss, and all will recognize the oneness and the sacredness of all life. So he's back. He's attending to the last-minute details of what must be accomplished in order to make these announcements official. Then he will embark upon the next phases of his mission, which is the spiritual unification of the planet, free from any rules, dogmas, and fears. Being a spirit, or a spiritual being united living with all other spiritual beings is totally free. It is optional to the degree that not all have to do ascension at this moment in what remains of time upon planet Earth. But as an ascended being, spiritual unification is part of the lifestyle. It is as much a part of living as is breathing or flying. So understand well what we are talking about and allow yourselves to soar into that space of spiritual connection. Allow yourselves to be free from any fears or bonds of dogma. Take back into your churches, your synagogues, and your places of sacredness this spirit, the freedom of spiritual unification, just to be a light there and allow others to learn from you. As you shine your light, as you smile upon all there, you will teach and you won't have to say a word. You're simply allowing and presenting an opportunity for freedom from whatever may have been frightening or limited. Soar with that beloved ones. Bring your guides, they will come along anyway, but invite them to come with you. And each one of you can be a minister of love and peace and joy. And that is the message that Sananda will bring to the planet. There is no such thing as a holy war. The two words are entirely contradictory. Now the promise of peace is being kept, and when there's a peace, and when everyone has abundance in all manner of things that they could desire, it fosters the atmosphere of love and spiritual connection. And you will find wondrous miracles occurring. Neighboring countries will come together in cooperation and unity and spiritual connection. They will unite to help Mother Gaia through the last phases of her cleansing, and we will be right there. They will unite to uplift the world to a place where deceasement cannot exist. They will unite to make sure there is no such thing anymore as hunger or homelessness. And this, beloveds, has been a major role of the churches and other institutions of religion worldwide. These wondrous institutions will come shining forth once more in this union, this unification. And it will be all about blessings and all about love, all about sharing and caring for each other. The planet will shine with the love and the joy. We see it as done because that is the truth. It is so. Just allow it into your beings. The truth, the reality of it, and then just turn your lights up even brighter and join with it. All is well in your kingdoms. All is divine and all is sacred. Be in joy, be in bliss, and be in oneness with all. Thank you, beloved family, And now standing with me are Sananda and below the Mother Mary, and they offer you once more the roses of Kumara, which is love, the roses of joy, the roses of heaven. If you wish, from the sacred gardens, please take as many as you wish into your hearts, into your beings, and keep them there ever fresh, ever vibrant, as a symbol of the reality of the divinity you are. Be love and be joy. Blessings and namaste.